Hello everyone, welcome back to our Node.js tutorial series. In our last video, we talked about understanding the Node.js architecture, and in this video, we're going to talk about something very different. We're going to explore something called the Node.js REPL. It is a simple tool but very powerful for learning and testing quick ideas. So what is the REPL in Node.js? The REPL stands for read, the E stands for eval, which of course is completion for evaluation, the P stands for print, and the L stands for loop. So this is what we mean by the REPL in Node.js. So let's break it down. The read, of course, reads the user input. The eval evaluates the input as JavaScript code. The print prints out the result from the user input, and the loop goes back and waits for the next input. This is exactly what we mean by the REPL in Node.js. It's like a mini lab for testing small piece of code, and we're going to see how to do that using our Node.js and our code editor to do that. So how to start the REPL in Node.js? We're just going to start the REPL by opening our terminal in our code editor, just like we have here. I'm going to delete all this and I'm going to open up my terminal here. So inside your terminal, the first thing we're going to type in is just node, and you hit enter. So from here, you're going to see welcome to Node.js version 18.20.4. Type .help for more information. So if I say .help and I hit enter, it's going to give me lots of help. Here I say .break gives you something. Sometimes it gets stuck. This gets you out. .clear clears everything. .editor enters editor mode. .exit exits the REPL. .help prints this help message. .load loads JavaScript from a file into the REPL section. .save saves all evaluated command in this REPL section to a file. So these are the possible commands we can run in our REPL terminal. So now we are already inside the Node.js REPL. We're going to test out simple commands. We're going to write some JavaScript commands directly in our REPL. So one of the commands we're going to run is our arithmetic command. I'm going to say 5 plus 7, and I'm going to hit enter, and of course I have 12, right? So it's printing the result for me in the terminal. It's taking the user input, it's evaluating the input, it's printing the input, and it's going back to the loop, which is why we have this here waiting for us to enter the next input. And another one, I'm just going to say console.log hello. I'm going to say console.log hello. This is REPL, and I hit enter, say hello, this is REPL. So you notice something. You notice that the console printed hello, this is REPL, and then showed undefined. This is because console.log doesn't run anything. Console.log doesn't run anything. It only helps us to print in the terminal. That is why console.log is returning as undefined. So now let's see how to work with variable. Remember in our first example, we saw how to create variables and outputted the sum of those variables. Let's try to create variables in our REPL terminal and see how it is being done. So let's say let A equal to 10, and I'm going to say let B equal to 20, and I'm going to say A plus B, and I'm going to hit enter. Of course, you're seeing I'm declaring a variable A is 10, I'm declaring another variable A is 20, and I'm saying print out A plus B, and it's printing out 30. This is how to create a declare variable in your REPL. You can declare variables, use them, and perform operation just like we did. Now let's see how to write functions in our REPL. We're going to create a function in our REPL and we're going to see how to write it here. So I'm going to create a function. I'm going to say function add A and B, and I'm going to say this I'm going to say return A plus B, and I'll hit enter, and I'll say add, which of course I'm now going to pass in the values for A and B, and I'll hit enter. If you look at this, I'm saying I'm creating a function that takes two parameters, parameter A and parameter B, and I'm returning parameter A plus parameter B, and I'm calling the function and I'm passing the arguments, which is 5 and 8, and the result of 5 plus 8 is 13. So this is how to create function in your REPL terminal in Node.js. So how do we save and load scripts in our REPL? You can write commands in your file and run them in your REPL. So we're going to create a file, which of course we created the app.js file. Then we're going to run our node app.js. So I'm going to exit this, and I'm just going to say node app.js. This gives me the sum of 12. Of course, this is what we have here, A plus B, and we say console.log sum of A and B is 12. This is different from the REPL because the REPL is for quick experiment while running .js file for real application. So we do this for real application, and we only enter the REPL mode if we want to test out something quick. And remember, we said we do that by just typing node in our terminal. So I'm going to do a recap of why we use the REPL. We say it is great because it's fast for testing ideas. You don't need to create a file for just testing one line of code. It helps you to learn Node.js and JavaScript faster. And of course, think of it like your personal Node.js playground where you test out your function, test out your variables, and test out your logic. So in summary, the REPL lets you write and run code interactively. You can test more commands, just like we said, create variables, create functions, and more. And of course, you use the .exit to quit anytime. See that you use your .exit just like this, or when you enter the REPL mode, you can do your Control-C. You're going to see a description say to exit, press Control plus C again, or Control plus D, or type .exit. So if I do Control-C again, I've exited the REPL mode. And that is it, guys, for this video. In the next video, we're going to move into something bigger. We're going to see how Node.js organizes code in modules. But before then, do not forget to like, do not forget to share, do not forget to subscribe. If you have any question, drop in the comment section. We're going to respond immediately. Thanks, guys, for watching. See you guys in the next video. Bye for now.